What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. It's time we have a talk about Mr. Charleston White, okay? He's been getting over for the past couple of years, at least 2 years, that he's been heavily in the public eye. However, it was recently exposed some very disturbing comments that he made about SA. That's all I'm gonna really say. I'm gonna actually play the clip in a little bit to let y'all hear what he said. I'm gonna have to mute pieces out, you know what I mean, for sensory reasons, you know what I mean, because I ain't trying to get flagged for posting it. But I want to have a conversation about this dude, you know what I mean? Like, there's instances where he is correct about the things that he says on YouTube, on Instagram. I think he's a relatively intelligent person. When he talked about how he went to different jobs and he read the handbook and he found ways to like get over on the system to make them pay workers' compensation and things like that. I'm not mad at that, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of these jobs use us anyway. So if you're able to find loopholes in the system and get away with it, I'm not mad at that. Certain people that he calls out, you know what I mean, when he says they call themselves gangsters and people get locked up or whatever, and he says, hey, why y'all talking about free that person? I think that sometimes that's a free game situation. But he also has a lot of times where he disrespects the dead. He has a lot of times where he disrespects people that don't deserve to be disrespected, and people just ride with it. And then you got to start questioning, well, where the hell did this dude come from? Who allowed him to become such a powerful voice in the community when he was not co-signed by anybody powerful? He was not sanctioned. He didn't go through no gatekeeping. He just created social media accounts, started running his mouth, and now he gets to be seen as some sort of authority on cultural topics. Then you start getting people like DJ Vlad and all of these other folks that continue to interview him, and those interview clips go viral because he's saying outrageous things, he's disrespecting people, and then clips like the one that I'm referencing end up surfacing, and it's like, bro, this is the biggest contradiction I've seen in a long time now. I don't know if he's going to stand behind this. I'm sure he's going to address it, probably going to be very flippant about it, probably going to say he don't give a F. If somebody want to do something about it, come see him. That's what I would expect him to say. But this dude openly says that he took advantage of a woman who allowed him to perform oral on her. Then she didn't want to proceed with the situation, and he proceeded to take it. Then he's talking to somebody in his car who says, you did the right thing. That's what you're supposed to do. In agreement.
What's been going on, man? Oh, man, nothing. Sitting here talking to these people, telling about when I raped one girl one time. Home with me, let me eat on her. We worked together. She was allowed to me. She let me, she let me eat on her. And then when I get ready to stick it in, she say no. So I took it. You did the right thing. That's what I told him. I did the right thing. Yeah, man, she I verbally abuse women. And I'm mentally abusive, and I do some psychological abuse. It all wants what to do. I'm a man that strongly believes that some women need their whooping they too. So I advocate too for some people. Some just need a good whooping.
But these are the people that y'all be allowing to become public figures, man. So many people out here that do real work, that actually do be out here protesting, you know what I'm saying, on the behalf of the people. There's people out here that are really actually naturally gifted and talented, that's busting their ass to get a platform and can't seem to get an opportunity, or can't seem to get over that hump or that hill to push them to the next level. But then you got clowns like Charleston White who just come out here, say anything, don't give a damn what he say, because he's looking at it like all promotion is good promotion, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, whether you're doing a think piece or a critique like what I'm doing right now. All of it services his bottom line, because he's getting YouTube checks. He's getting all these views on YouTube on a daily basis. Every time something gets said about him, he's going to go live and talk about it. Clips are going to get chopped up all throughout social media. All he has to do is get with a content company that will track all of the uses across social media. They're going to either put a copyright claim on it, or they're going to just collect money off of the usage, which somebody like Charleston White, he's not going to block you from using it. He's just going to make money off of the usage. He's talked about how he's viral on TikTok and doesn't even have an account because people keep using so much of his content. And this is exactly why I say, man, where is the verification on these people coming from? People think it's all comical when he gets into it with somebody like a Soldier Boy and he pepper sprays or whatever the case may be, it's like all shits and giggles on social media, but the real life implications of this is like, dude, why is he even a topic of conversation? Why is he even allowed to have an opinion that anybody feels is worth critiquing or worth utilizing or worth expressing something about on a large level? You know what I mean? Which, of course, it's like, okay, well, why are you doing this video? And the whole purpose is just to question our culture, question the types of things that we allow to have credibility. And then we turn around and be complaining about having all these lame ass people or these different clowns. And it's like, well, you can't like them half the time and then not like them the other half and then want them gone. Because you say one day you don't want them there, and then the next day they say something funny and it's like all is forgiven. Same thing with a lot of artists. Say really egregious comments, disrespect people, have all types of allegations on them that really be true, but then they put out a decent record, not even a good song, but a decent record with a hot beat, and all is forgiven until the next time they say some fucked up shit. But this is what we do in our culture. This is why the black people, you know what I mean? We always talk about why black folks can't get ahead. We're not a monolith. We all have different agendas. We all have different values. This guy here openly said he's cool with taking it. He said he's cool and advocates for some women being quote unquote beaten. Sometimes they need it. You can't tell a man what to do. And it's like, what? But then you come out here and try to be a voice of dictating how people should be talking, what they should be valuing. You start critiquing the public on what they support. But it's like, nigga, you're a direct reflection of the same shit. So how are you in front of a camera saying these things? It don't make any type of sense to me. But these are the people that y'all selected. I didn't even know who this dude was for a long time. My cousin actually told me about Charleston White, and he was like, yo, he be saying some real stuff. He be saying some crazy stuff, but he really calls people out. And he's kind of like a prime example of somebody who can't be controlled on social media because he's self-made, you know, for the most part. I understand it. And like I said, some of the clips of him that I have seen throughout the past couple of years, I haven't totally disagreed with. But the thing that permeates through anytime I see this guy is just like, why does he even have a platform? Why is he even able to speak and have that megaphone to where what he says reaches people? You know how many people say ignorant comments or try to call themselves being funny and nobody reacts to it? It falls flat. Like, why isn't he one of those people? It's kind of like the Kevin Samuels effect. Whoever this person was prior to them becoming this quote unquote voice, we don't know who they are or where they came from or what their credentials are or what their background is. But then you start trusting them because you see them every day on a certain platform. So it's like, oh, I like how this person talks, or I like the fact that this guy is fearless, or I like that he stands up to whoever he wants to and don't nobody do nothing to him. All right, bet, cool. But then we got this clip. And then the thing about it is, even with this clip surfacing, he's not going to be canceled. He's not going nowhere. The people that have been supporting him up to this point, for the most part, they're not going to stop supporting him. They're going to find ways to try to gaslight and maneuver and manipulate the subject to try to make it seem like some type of way he was right or entitled, or maybe he was joking and being sarcastic about something. Nah, he said it plain as day. Didn't really have no smile on his face. Spoke in the same tone that he speaks in all of his content. That nigga meant that shit, bro. Be careful who you offer a platform to. Even just as simple as watching somebody's video on your phone. You feel like you're just one piece in the whole simulation. You're one cog. How important are you as just one viewer? But if everybody takes the same stance to say, I'm not giving this no attention, just be deliberate and intentional about that. Some of these people, some of these characters that aren't good for the culture, aren't good for society, aren't good on a community level, that platform will decrease over time. Now, I can't say that everybody is gonna just collectively leave this person alone, but I would much rather this guy have 5,000 people than 5 million. At the end of the day, yes, some of these people do have a duality to them where there is good that comes from what they do or them having a platform, but then there's a lot of negative that comes with it. And me as a person in my current state of life, I'm not willing to take the good with the bad from niggas. I don't care. Y'all niggas don't pay me. Y'all don't put me on. Y'all don't give me opportunities. Y'all are not enlightening me. So at the end of the day, There's nothing that you can do for me. There's nothing you have done for me. And there's nothing that you can do for me that I can't do for myself or get from elsewhere. So I don't care about none of these motherfuckers. Let them all burn. And anybody that agrees with that clip and feels the same way, let them burn too, for real. That's all I got to say about this, man. Make sure that y'all like and share this video. Be sure to comment with your thoughts down below. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I normally don't even talk about clowns like Charleston White. I typically talk about music news, but this was something that I just could not avoid because I've been avoiding this cat. But when I seen this clip, I'm like, all bets are off. I gotta say something. I'll see y'all on the next video, and hopefully it'll be something more positive than this one. All right, much love and respect, y'all. Be safe. Peace.